What's up, guys? I'm back with another war today, and we're fighting Unull. A couple wars ago, we ended up fighting these guys, and that's actually the video I forgot to record for, so it's nice to finally have a second, well, do-over, basically. So, we did lose last time, so hopefully this time goes better. Today was, like, one of my shittiest days for fighting. Like, I was so sloppy in a lot of my fights. This first fight is hella. Now, I didn't think that this was going to be that bad, and it really wasn't that bad. My problem is, at one point in this video, I get a little, like, too comfortable, and I start trying to intercept her, and then I get fucking wrecked. Right there. I go in, and I get tagged a few times, and I'm like, okay. So I throw an L2 at her, just trying to get these charges gone as quick as possible, that way they can recharge. I guess in this fight, if I'd just been a little bit more patient, I wouldn't have, had to use as many health pots after this fight. But nothing says a bad day like the first fight going this way. Especially against Hella, because, I mean, she's a pushover. I will say one thing I'm surprised with is she took an awful lot of hits. I mean, some of it was probably due to me not armor breaking her, or the physical resistance buff that she gets, maybe. But because, like, my hits are doing 136, and then I get hit again while trying to intercept her near the end there. And I don't know what's up, but I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and yet I still have notifications coming up. Shit was pissing me the fuck off today. Alright, so my charge came back, and I threw an L3. Which is something I typically don't do with Corvus, honestly. I don't think I've ever really used his L3 before. Wasn't too bad, though. It took 20,000 damage from her, so might be something for me to think about in the future. And willpower here is healing her with the fucking armor breaks. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I'm down to like 30-something% health at the end of this fight. I was like, what a mess. Alright, so my next node was Yellow Jacket. I healed up quite a bit. It's another fight that I didn't think was going to be too bad, but I almost got myself killed on this fight too, which is, this whole war for me was like, I knew shit was going bad. Like, I knew at some point here I was probably going to die, because it's just one of those days when, you know those days when you feel like everything's off for you? This was that day for me. Alright, so here I'm trying to fucking lure out his special. There we go. He throws it. And then I get parried by him. Because of, limber. And then I don't even know what happened there. It's just, whew, man, it's just a bad day. Anyways, back to 37% health again. And next time I do these fights, I think I'm just going to turn off all my notifications, because that shit was pissing me off this war. Alright, so we got the villainy node here, and because I'm going to boost up through this all the way to the mini-boss, it's time for me to throw on the bigger boosts. Now for this node, it said in the calculator that it was going to be Juggernaut, so Cap Infinity War seemed like the right choice here. Alright, start off, get a couple kinetic charges, get rid of that fucking unstoppable real quick. And from here, I'll just parry and heavy until I get to my L2. I definitely think Cap Infinity War is my favorite character currently. Like, I used to love Corvus, but Corvus just feels like old news to me. I've just used him for so long now, and Cap just, man, the block efficiency and just the damage output is just crazy. And even unduped, like, the people that have him duped must, like, love him, because I love him, and he's not even duped. Alright, so, on Spite, we had Blade. Now, this is a fight I am absolutely not comfortable with, and I was afraid of this fight because of the fact that, well, I mean, my Iceman's not duped. And I mean, not that that really matters exactly. I just, with Blade shrugging off parries and his L1s, you know, it's hard to kind of come back in and hit him after an L1. I probably should have went with Corvus for this, honestly, but I was kind of nervous that he'd hit his L3. But it's just like every L1, as soon as he's done with it, he'd fucking hit me. And then, like, the L1 reach, I don't know what it was this war, but, like, every time I try to evade his L1, he just somehow hit me. So at this point, I was starting, like, okay, let's let him get to his L2 and then try to lure that out, because that seemed to be doing better for me than trying to evade his L1. I failed evading his L1 twice, and I don't know if it's just, you know, bad reflexes on me today, because obviously I've been having a shit day, but parrying him under 1 bar was fine. But as soon as it got to 1 bar, it was an impossible task. So I'm down to 29% health. Just trying to lure out heavies. Like, honestly, I think if I could have just taken my ice armor off, which, you know, can't happen, it would have been so much easier. Because then I wouldn't have had to deal with Spite the whole fucking time. I think next time I come across this fight here, I will throw Suicides on for Iceman, just because his hits are such bitch hits. It's unbelievable. You know who'd be really good here is OG Vision. So I died, and I kind of expected it, I guess, because as soon as the fight started, like, shit was going bad right off the bat, and like that first parry that I did, and then I tried to hit him, and he just threw his L1 at me. Like, as soon as that shit started, I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, and then, look at this shit. So I go back in with Corvus, and Corvus is bleeding. Like, how does that even happen? Like, he is literally just bleeding out right now. There's no reason he should be taking bleed damage right now. I've considered sending this video to Kabam just because, you know, it's clearly a glitch, but I know that their fucking stupid-ass response team will just send me something that is completely irrelevant to what I just sent in, so, you know, fuck them. Alright, so, going to Medusa Mini now. I just lost a shitload of health with Corvus, so I decided I'm going in with Cap Infinity War today. Because, again, I think Cap Infinity War, for me lately, has been trumping Corvus. And I could have got, like, 1 charge off of her with Corvus, but then I would have had to wait, you know, 70 seconds or whatever it is for his charges to come back, and I just didn't want to deal with that shit, so I was like, you know what? And this is a first, at least on this node, for Cap for me. I've fought Medusa on Match, whatever the fuck it is called, and I fought her on, I think, Dismay with Cap before, so I figured this, you know, would pretty much be similar to that. Alright, so intercepting her parry with, her heavy with my heavy has been working quite well. She just lost her Fury charges, so that's a plus for me. Right here, I'm going to L2 her. 75k damage. Like, that shit was nuts. And I'm back in L2, and now she has her L2, which lately for me, when she gets her L2, she just holds that shit. And so, like, I was like, fuck this. I'm just going to let her heavy me, and I'm just going to instantly hit her, and boom, she's dead. Well, that's it for me, so I'm going to go to the highlight reel now. Alright, so first fight here is Shuntai, and he is fighting Quake on Dismay, I believe, with Killmonger. I've seen some of his Killmonger videos. Like last video I made, he fought Spidey, and he's a pretty sick Killmonger. So what I'm looking for here, player. Jesus, I need to stop smoking weed because my brain just doesn't want to work sometimes. So he's got the fucking synergy so he can purify debuffs, which is smart for this fight. Because I imagine, now I don't know too much about Killmonger synergy with that, so I imagine that when Aftershock hits, maybe it would shrug off the stun, but I'm not 100%. It's too bad it doesn't shrug off Dismay though, because that'd be sick. Looks like you just run into a couple of the problems I was during this fight with just getting connected by specials that just, I don't know. I felt like Blade specials shouldn't have connected as well as they did. But a fight can be as sloppy as it needs to be. As long as it's done, that's all that matters. And he's doing pretty good at retaining his composure here. That was nicely done. Alright, next up we got True Assassin. He is fighting Domino on Node 30 with his Stark Spidey. Oh, I hate that critical failure shit. He's stacking up those poise charges. When he got close to the corner, he unleashed. Nice. I see Domino did not want to throw her heavy right there. Hate when that shit happens. Now she's got her evade shit happening. Oof. 20k heavy. That was nice. Oh. Got lucky that she didn't get lucky too, so that was awesome. Man, though, it looks like critical failure does such a decent amount of damage to Stark. I don't know if this was a Sig 200 Domino either, because I believe her damage goes up with that. I'm not really sure, though. But regardless, 32 hits, and he finished her ass off, and that was sick. Alright, last up we got Kobe, and he is fighting a champion boss with his magic. Looks like he has at least double edge on, which is a good idea for this fight. And it also looks like he had the Heimdall synergy on him, so I think it's the Heimdall synergy, at least the one where you back up and hold it and it gives you a precision buff, which is sick for magic, because unleashes L3 here and it'll do a shitload of damage. 41k damage. That was that was impressive. Alright. Looks like he's just waiting for Primal Fury to kick in at this point. Doesn't want to hit him just in case the Unstoppable comes up and it screws him over. And there it is. Ooh, the chip damage that champion does to magic. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, a minute and 30 seconds later, and he's under 50% health, so that's a good sign. Throws an L2 at him. Oof. Oh man, Limbo just saved his ass though. That was intense. Holy shit. I can't even imagine the amount of panicking he must have been doing right there. Alright, so under a minute left, and Champion's almost dead. Limbo saved Kobe's ass, which was so clutch. Like, Yep, this L3 right here, I imagine, should finish him up. And I think he knows it's going to finish him up because I see him taking screenshots here in this video. Yep. That was sick. Oh man, what a fucking fight though. 58 hits. Alright, so we ended up winning that war, which was nice because we lost to them about 2 wars ago. And it was, God, I wish I had made a video then because it would have been just so much better to have like 2 videos to kind of compare. But 198,300 points for that win. That was solid. And our next matchup seems to be favorable on our part. Hopefully. Sometimes those numbers lie. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.